channel, and today we are doing 3 easy Halloween DIYs. So getting started with the first project, I'm just taking 3 of these Beware signs that are out this year at Dollar Tree, and I am putting them all together. I find that the easiest way to make a larger sign out of these smaller signs is literally to use hot glue and large popsicle sticks to secure the back, and it does a really great job. So all I'm doing here is exactly that. Now these popsicle sticks I picked up from Walmart. You can use any size sticks that you like. I just like these because they are larger and a little bit more heavy duty. Once the sign is put together, I'm flipping it over and really just adding a coat of white Waverly chalk paint to this sign. I felt like the white was going to be a good background so that everything that I add to it will just pop right off of it. And it really just took one quick coat to cover this entire sign. And here I just do a quick dry brush of black ink chalk paint to the edges of the sign. Now it's taken me a while to figure out what I wanted to actually do with these pumpkin wreaths, and when I thought about doing this sign, I thought this would be a perfect use for it. I used this Halloween rope mesh stuff that has come out this year, and I'm sure it's been around, but this was the first time I've actually used it, and I love this stuff, you guys. I have used it in the burlap color for many things, and it works so well for trim, but it worked really well for this project. So as you see here, I am just wrapping it around these 2 sections. I will do it for 3 sections of the pumpkin, just adding little pieces of hot glue to kind of secure it down so it doesn't, move up on the frame. And I just feel like this worked out perfectly for what I really wanted for this project, and you'll see just how well it turns out once it has all 3 sections done on the pumpkin. So I needed to be able to secure this frame down on this sign, and I just used little pieces of excess popsicle sticks to the top and the bottom of the pumpkin, and was able to just hot glue directly down to the sign, and it secured it perfectly. So next, guys, I just made a cutesy bow to put on top of this. I felt like it definitely needed some pops of color because of everything being so black and white, and I loved this ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I just made a real super simple bow just by binding it all together just like this, and then just tying it off with a pipe cleaner that you really won't see at all. And then I go ahead and just get this fluffed out so it looks just the way that I want it. You can make these bows as big or as small as you want. You could add multi-layers to the bows. It just depends on how much you like bows or what you want to do with them. I don't make them all that often, so I'm definitely excited to really get a little bit more creative with my bows, making dual layer bows and triple layer bows and whatever, but I thought this bow turned out really nice. So I added the bow to the very top of the pumpkin, and then I'm also going to add just a couple of these glitter bats that also were from Dollar Tree to the sign. Now what I didn't record is adding the mesh filling at the bottom, and that is just as if you were doing a regular wreath, doing the twisties with the pipe cleaners and then just adding it to the bottom. I love this, you guys. It is my favorite project to date. So on to DIY number 2, this bedazzled skull, so to speak. I've seen so many different pieces out there of people just making these beautiful skulls, and I am just literally, I'm obsessed with skulls. I have so many in my house, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do this myself. I have to. So Dollar Tree sells these really decent sized skulls, and all I did was spray paint it black, And then I took some of the jewel border stickers that they have in their crafters square section and literally just pieced it out throughout this side of the skull's face. I didn't have to use any hot glue, anything like that. It was very, very simple because these are self-adhesive stickers, of course, and they worked beautifully for this project. So I did have to kind of Frankenstein it a little bit and cut out the pieces, the shapes that I wanted, and then take little, tiny pieces to fill in the little mini holes. But, all in all, I thought this thing turned out to be so super cool. I absolutely loved it. And I'm going to make more. Like, I've decided I must make more bedazzled skulls. Once the eye portion is done, I did go over and take these jewels from another set of stickers, and they were just big diamonds, and I wanted his teeth to be blinged out. And y'all, this was the final project. I love this. Can't say it enough. And I will definitely be making more of these bad guys. Okay guys, lastly, DIY number 3. I adored this sign and had so much fun making it. I got to use these Crafter Square wood pallets that I have been searching for so long and finally found them. So I was really excited to finally put them into a project. And basically I'm just going to make a sign, and I'm doing the same thing as before. I'm literally just using popsicle sticks and hot gluing them down to secure them. And you'll just see me do that here for all, I believe it's 6 pieces. It was 6 of the slats that come in a packet, and I used all 6 for this project. So once it's all put together, I just did a quick coat of white Waverly chalk paint on this sign. And next I'm taking this other decorative sign that is from Dollar Tree. I'm just taking off that front piece so it is an even sign, and then I also remove this label on the back. I just hit it with my heat gun. It helps loosen up that adhesive, and it peels right off, no problem. I also do take my sanding block though and just kind of just give it a quick little sand over to get off any excess stickiness. And I'm just going to cover this in a coat of my Waverly chalk paint and ink. And just using the excess paint on my brush, I'm just going over the edges of this sign. Again, just kind of giving it a dirtier edgier look, more suited for a Halloween sign. So next I'm just going to glue my black sign onto my white sign, just placing it in the center there. And what I did was I took my Cricut and I went ahead and printed off what I wanted my sign to say. Now, if you don't have a Cricut, you can always use stickers, letter stickers from the Dollar Tree, or you can also use stencils and paint them on as well. But I absolutely love my Cricut, so I use it all the time. So as you see here, I'm just transferring it over, trying to center it out the best as I can. Most of the time I do measuring and everything, but I'm really big on eyeballing, and sometimes I don't always see straight apparently, but I think it turned out just fine here. And right here I'm just finishing off with just the final piece. And then once I have both of my stickers down, like all of my decals on here that I want, what I'm going to do is, now typically you could go ahead and just paint over it with some Mod Podge to seal it. I actually didn't do it this time. because I wanted to go ahead and just finish this up really. I took one of these brooms that was from Dollar Tree and I glued it to the base of the sign. And then I also took one of these little cute witch's hat from the stickers from Dollar Tree as well. And I wanted to use orange. I needed just a little pop of color just to make me happy. And I really, really loved how this turned out. Now, finally, what I did to this was I added some cobwebs and just spooked it up a little bit. Kept a little spiders in there as well. But all in all, this is one of my favorite signs. I think it is adorable, it's funny, and it's me. So thanks so much, guys, for sticking around. If you are new to my page, welcome, 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 and I hope you stick around and hit that subscribe button, and please hit that little notification bell at the bottom. It definitely helps out my page. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you guys so much for coming back, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, guys.